very happy and cheerful morning to all my dear students. I hope you all are fine at home and taking care of your health. So we're back with our social studies class. And in the last class, you remember, we studied about the friends, that is the neighbors of our planet Earth, that is the sun and the moon. Now in today's class, we will study the last neighbor. And what do you think? Which is that last neighbor? Guessed it? Okay, I'll show it to you. Yes, you guessed it right. It is the stars. What is it? It is the stars. The stars are huge balls of fire that have heat and light of their own. What is it? Stars are huge balls of fire, okay, and have heat and light of their own. The brightest star in the sky is the pole star. Very important, underline it. Which is the brightest star? It is the pole star. The stars appear small because they are far from us, while the sun is nearer. That is why it looks bigger. Stars हमें बहुत small दिखते हैं, right? When we look at the sky, we think how tiny the stars are. But actually, they are also very big in size. It is only because they are far from us, that is why they appear small. And if we talk about the sun, it is nearer. That is why it appears how? It appears bigger. Now, sometimes you might have noticed that when you look at the sky, कुछ stars जो होते हैं, कुछ different shapes form कर रहे होते हैं, right? Some form horse, some form flowers. कभी आपने देखा है कि stars को अगर हम ध्यान से देखें, so they are forming different types of shapes. Now, a group of stars is known as constellations. And as you can see, this kind of stars, what is it? It is a constellation. The Great Bear or Ursa Major, important, is one of the clearest constellation. Clearest means बहुत clearly हमें दिखाई देती है. Which one it is? The Great Bear or Ursa Major. Okay? So in this chapter, we studied new words that were satellites, heavenly bodies that move around the planets, solar energy, that is the energy that we get from the sun, and the solar system, the sun and all the heavenly bodies, including the planets, the moons and the asteroids. So all this comes under solar system. Okay? So now let us go and watch the video. Let's go.
There is no wind or weather on the moon. The stars. When you look at the night sky, you can see thousands of beautiful stars shining brightly. The stars are huge balls of fire that have heat and light of their own. The brightest star in the sky is the pole star. Have you wondered why stars appear small, while the sun looks bigger and brighter? The stars appear small because they are far from us, while the sun is nearer. That is why it looks bigger and brighter. A group of stars is known as a constellation. They form patterns in the sky that look like figures of people, animals, or any other character.
Okay, so stars we discussed, and we also discussed the constellation. So what is said that the star, that is the constellations, what they form? They form figures, they form people, and they even form animals or characters. As I told you, sometimes we feel that it is a horse, sometimes we see that a child is running. Okay, ऐसे type के figures हमें लगता है because the stars are nearer to each other.
The Great Bear or Ursa Major is one of the clearest constellations. It is the third largest constellation in the sky. Some other constellation or clusters of stars are Scorpius or Scorpion and the Leo.
So some other are the Scorpius. So what is it? The name is Scorpius, and why? Because it forms the figure of scorpion. You can see, I'll show it again.
Are Scorpion.
See, this is Scorpius and the Leo. Which one was the Leo? See?
Or Scorpion and the Leo, the Lion.
See, this is the Leo constellation and it is the lion also. Okay? थोड़ा lion का shape होता है, that is why the name is kept Leo. Okay, it is dependent on the shape that we keep the names of these constellations. So, with this we had completed the chapter. That was the last topic was remaining, stars. And I hope it is clear to all. Now, quickly let us move on to the worksheet parts. So, this is your worksheet. Small questions, only 4. Okay? So, what is a pole star? What is a constellation? So, you have to just explain in your own words, whatever you understood. Name some constellations. We discussed many of the constellations and you have to name few of them. Name the clearest constellation. Now, out of all the constellations that we discussed, there was the clearest constellation. That means जो सबसे ज़्यादा clearly हमें दिखती है. So that you know, right? So that you have to write it. Okay? So this is it for now. And we will meet in the next class. Till that, God bless you all. Goodbye. Take care.